Have you ever felt embarrassed when someone asked you to repeat what you just said in English? Maybe you said the right words, but they didn't understand you. You try again, and still, they smile politely and nod, but it's clear, your accent made the words unclear. Accent is not about being perfect. It's about being understood. Improving your accent doesn't mean erasing your identity or trying to sound 100% native. It means making your English clear, confident, and pleasant, so people can connect with you easily. Many learners focus on grammar and vocabulary. But if your pronunciation and rhythm are off, even perfect sentences can sound strange. Today, we are going to change that. From this video, I will guide you through powerful methods to improve your English accent, step by step, with natural examples along with daily practice tips and emotional encouragement. By the end of this video, you will feel not only more confident, but more connected to the rhythm of real English. Let's begin. Do you know about the difference between accent and fluency? Many people confuse accent with fluency. But they are different. Fluency is how easily you speak, your flow, your speed, your comfort with words. Accent is how your speech sounds, the music, pronunciation, and intonation. You can be fluent but hard to understand because of your accent. Or you can have a soft accent and speak slowly but be clearly understood. Improving your accent doesn't mean you need to sound like an American or British actor. It simply means that you speak in a way that feels smooth, clear, and confident. Accent improvement is a skill. It's not something you are born with. You can build it day by day, just like muscle. Let's now break down exactly. Part 1. Listening is your superpower. To speak better, you must first hear better. Accent learning starts with your ears. Think about children. They learn to speak by listening. No grammar books. No phonetic symbols. Just pure listening. So here's your first mission. Listen like a child again. You can either listen to audiobooks, podcasts, movies and series. But don't just listen once. Listen again and again. And don't just hear the words, focus on the music of the language. Notice the intonation, the pauses, the way some syllables are soft, and others are strong. Choose one native speaker you admire. Could be an actor, teacher, or YouTuber. Make them your accent role model. Listen to them daily for 15 minutes. Close your eyes, and let your brain absorb their voice. This is the beginning of accent transformation. Part 2. Shadowing. Once you have listened enough, it's time to speak along with the audio. This is called shadowing. Pick a short clip about 1 to 3 minutes, from a podcast or video. Listen once without speaking. Listen again and repeat after the speaker, sentence by sentence. Then listen again and try to speak at the same time as them, like a shadow following a body. At first, you will feel slow, messy, and awkward. That's okay. Keep doing it. After a few days, your mouth will start remembering. Your rhythm will improve. You will start feeling the music of English. Let's try this sentence. I didn't know she was coming today. Now shadow it with a native speaker. Did you notice how it sounds like, I didn't know she was coming today? This is real English, and shadowing will help you get used to it. Part 3. Learn the sounds and feel the movements. Your mouth is your musical instrument. Each language uses different muscles and movements. To improve your accent, you must train your mouth to move differently. Practice in front of a mirror. Watch your lips, your tongue. Speak slowly. Record yourself. You are not just learning a language, you are retraining your mouth. Part 4. Use music in movies. If you enjoy music, use it to improve your accent. Pick a slow English song. Sing along. Try to copy the rhythm and pronunciation exactly. Don't worry about being perfect. The goal is muscle memory. If you love movies, pick a scene you enjoy and mimic the lines. Pause, repeat, act it out. Feel the emotion and feel the rhythm. Learning becomes fun, and your accent improves without stress. Part 5. Your daily accent practice plan. Here's a simple daily plan. Just 30 to 40 minutes a day. Use 10 minutes for listening audio or video. 10 minutes for shadowing a short clip. 5 minutes for mirror practice, focusing on difficult sounds. 10 minutes for record and review your speaking. And 5 minutes for accent imitation from song, dialogue, or speech. If you do this daily for 3 months, your accent will change for sure. Not by magic, but by practice. Part 6. Common accent mistakes. People speak too fast with wrong rhythm, stressing every word equally, without moving their mouth. Sometimes they try to translate, from own native language sounds, by avoiding difficult sounds. The solution is we must slow down, always focus on quality not speed. Remember, English is not flat. It rises and falls like music. That's the beauty of it. Part 7. Speak with confidence. Accent is not shameful. It's a part of your journey. Don't be afraid to speak. Most native speakers don't care if your accent is different, as long as you are clear and confident. In fact, some of the world's greatest speakers have accents, but their message is powerful. So own your voice. Improve it, but never hide it. You don't need to sound like someone else. You need to sound like the best version of you. I want to remind you, your accent will improve with patience, with love, and with time. You are not just learning sounds. You are learning to express your heart. Now, let me take you into a real-life inspired story about one learner's journey from struggle to confidence. Mateo was a 27-year-old graphic designer from Spain. He had a good life. He loved his art, his beachside walks, and his small studio, where he played guitar at night. But inside, there was one quiet dream he had carried for years: to speak English fluently. Not just any English. He wanted to speak with confidence, clarity, and an accent that made people stop and listen, not ask, "Sorry, what did you say?" He had studied English since high school. He knew grammar. He could write emails. But when it came to speaking, especially with people from other countries, something inside him froze. His accent felt heavy. People often asked him to repeat words, and every time, his confidence shrank a little more. One day, after a work presentation on Zoom, a client politely said, "I am sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you type it in the chat?" Mateo smiled and nodded, but inside, he felt small, embarrassed and defeated. That night, he stared at his ceiling, guitar resting by his side, and asked himself a simple question. Am I going to carry this fear forever? The next morning, he made a decision. No more hiding. No more saying, "My English is bad." He whispered to himself, "I am going to work on my accent. Every day, until I will sound clear. I will speak proudly." Mateo started small. Every morning, before checking emails or scrolling social media, he put on his headphones and listened to 5 minutes of a podcast by a Canadian speaker he admired. At first, it was just noise. But slowly, the rhythm started to feel familiar. Then he discovered shadowing, the technique of repeating words after the speaker, sentence by sentence. He felt awkward at first. His mouth didn't want to move that way. But he kept going. Day after day, he chose short scenes from movies he loved like The Pursuit of Happiness, Good Will Hunting, and Forrest Gump. He would pause, mimic, repeat. Over and over. He downloaded pronunciation apps, and practiced the hardest sounds and the soft. He stood in front of the mirror, watching his tongue, smiling at his own strange efforts. One evening, after 3 weeks of practice, he recorded himself reading a paragraph out loud. When he played it back, he was surprised. It was him, but different. Smoother, clearer, not perfect, but progress. He smiled for the first time while speaking English. But the journey wasn't always easy. Some days, he felt tired. Some days, his voice cracked. Some days, he thought, what's the point? I will never sound like a native. But then he remembered, that wasn't the goal. He didn't want to erase who he was. He just wanted to speak English with confidence, with a voice people could understand, a voice that felt like his, just stronger. So he kept going. 1 month turned into 3. Matteo now started speaking more at work meetings. He joined an online speaking club. He even made a new friend from Ireland, who encouraged him to share his opinions, accent and all. One day, during a virtual event, he gave a short presentation to a group of international designers. Afterward, one of the guests messaged him privately and said, "I loved your voice. So clear and calm. Are you a teacher?" Matteo laughed. He wasn't a teacher. He was just a learner, who didn't give up. That night, as he stood by the window, with a cup of tea in hand, he thought back to the scared boy inside him. The one who used to hide behind text messages and say, "Sorry, my English isn't good." That boy was still there, but now he was stronger and braver. He whispered to himself again, this time with pride, "I didn't change my accent. I trained it, I shaped it and I owned it." Matteo's story isn't just a story. It's a reminder. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. Practice. Listen. Repeat. Fall and try again. Your accent is not a problem. It's a process. You are not trying to sound like someone else. You are learning to sound like the best version of yourself. So don't stop. Start today, even if it's just 5 minutes. Speak out loud. Sing that song. Read that story. Record your voice. Smile when you speak and love your effort. Because one day, someone will listen to you and say, "Wow, you speak English so well. I love your voice." And you will smile quietly and know, it was all worth it.